Today is July 18th, 2017. I want to go over the StocksToTrade trade recap of the day in CAPR. So this is a setup we've looked at a ton in StocksToTrade Pro. A relatively low float stock, 17 million float. Normally look a little lower than that, but it's also a less than $1 stock. So sometimes kind of expand the idea or the size of the float for target. Nice news this morning, gapped up, but something we've been talking about, especially since kind of as we've gotten into this kind of Independence Day, July 4th kind of lull. Summer lull is kind of full in effect with still plenty of trade opportunities. Just seen a lot of these lower float early morning runners fail. So we've been talking a lot in StocksToTrade Pro about patience, waiting. Been very few pre-market trades lately. Very few trades at or around the open. I like to kind of dial in more to post 9:45, even 10 a.m. in these periods. So want to talk about CAPR. So news, low float, was kind of struggling with $1 all mid-morning, and then took off pretty early. But again, back to that patience pays idea. Clicks to trade, a StocksToTrade Pro user, was kind of focused on this stock and waited all the way until that almost 10 a.m. area, and actually a little after 10 a.m., for that VWAP hold and then break to new high a day. So this is a setup we've looked at a lot. Let the stock, quote unquote, prove itself. Then once you get that new high of the day after the morning rush, that's your potential entry, and that's the trade that Clicks to Trade took with risk back on VWAP. So in at 125, 126, risk down around 117, 118, 116, somewhere in there. So you're risking 8, 9, maybe 10 cents a share for a goal of 150 plus. So that's 25, maybe 30 cents a share in potential gain. So you're always targeting 3-to-1 risk to reward. That's your goal. Now, do you get it every time? No, but that's kind of when you're factoring your trade plan, that's what you look for. So, and you're never going to sell the top or buy the bottom, obviously. If anybody out there is bragging about selling the top and buying the bottom over and over again, check. You may want to run away as fast as you can. So anyway, plan was that 125, 126 high day break, sell at 150 plus. That's what he did. You've got roughly 25 cents of upside. And then, again, you were risking 8 or 9 cents and waited. The patience, okay? You didn't just buy randomly. You wanted that high day break. You wanted that VWAP hold. So very great trade by Clicks to Trade. Hat tip on that one. And then this stock is still setting up for later. I mean, it's choppy right now. But again, this is that VWAP hold. I've done a ton of videos. Go back last week of what I'm looking for a late day trade. This day trade, obviously, you can make if you're under the PDT if you have day trades. This is a great setup for the small trader that is under the PDT, but obviously you're going to use one of your day trades. Now, sometimes a little more efficient or practical setup would be to see if this thing holds all through midday and then maybe have a potential trade late day into that gap setup that allows you to not use a day trade. So a lot of different ways to approach this, early and late. If you're under the PDT, if you're not, it's a solid setup. This is a great setup I'll look for mid-morning. And again, if this thing holds, perks into the close, could definitely be interesting. So patience, guys. If you're curious about these types of setups, we go over every day in StocksToTrade Pro. Hit the link below. And then we do still have a couple more days of the Independence Day special where you get a discount on your first month as well as access to 3 of these webinars starting this Friday, the 21st. So check out those links and we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks a lot.